Okay, welcome to Module 7, AP 855, Gary Frank, Human Resource Frame. Why is human resource frame leadership important? We're all not alone in educating the students in our building. When it comes to giving an education to a child, it takes a village. To make this village work, you have to have the whole staff working together to make this work. As a leader, you need to be a servant and a person so they can look for inspiration to come to work day in and day out. To me, every job in school is important, from the person cleaning the schools to the teachers in the classrooms. That's what I said. Every job is important. I know we're putting these in specific orders, but sometimes some things might get jumbled around and stuff like that, depending on the day and what's going on. But every job is important, no matter what they are doing. As a principal, you are the top of the roll of school. You are people look for in leadership and the catalyst for school. When there are problems, you're the one that you're going to figure out. Well, also needs to be a staff that's willing to work for you. If you don't have a staff that's not on your side, which you need to make sure they're on your side by making sure that you're good inspiration of leadership and stuff like that. But if they're not willing to work for you, you're just going to create many headaches for yourself later on down the road. But you need to make sure they're there for you, that they will help you work there to achieve what your goal is, to make the best school possible for your children that are in it. The students, they're the reason why we do what we do. It is. If you want your school to be successful, it starts with the students. I want to know that what's going on in school and how their day is going. When the students know that you're there for them, they'll break down through walls and do whatever you want them to. Okay? I definitely nowadays that with our children that we have to go through schools like that and stuff, that they need to know that you're there. Sometimes you might be the only person there for them in their lives. That, the best part of their day might be just coming to school. So that's why I want to make sure that we'll put them first, because that's what drives the whole machine is the students. That as long as the students are learning and getting educated, that we're providing a great experience for them to get educated. Teachers are the ones that drive the machine of education. They're the ones that are in the trenches doing the work. I want to make sure I can provide to them what they need to be successful in education. Be there for them. They need somebody to take action. If you do not have the teachers on board, it makes it a hard work for school. So they're in the trenches. They're the ones doing the work. They're the ones that see every student day in, day out. They're the ones that you want to make sure that you're envisioning your whole school plan, that they're there and they are on board with you. Because if not, it's going to make sure that your leadership, it's going to make harder for you to make sure that your goal or vision for the whole school is going to be on board. They got to be on board with you. I've worked as a paraprofessional before, and I know the job comprises of. They take care of students on a personal level. Their job is to make discipline teachers. It would make sure that a teacher's job is more difficult. They do amazing work with our students that are usually not seen by people in public. Like I said, I was a para. I loved being a para. I loved working with the kids and stuff like that. They do amazing things with the kids they have, and have amazing patience to be a para. And like I said, I think they're underappreciated, but the teachers, if they know how to use their paras correctly, stuff like that, that they are very much of an asset in the class, and outside the classroom and inside the classroom. Your office staff, for all the jobs in the office staff, is an important one. They are the eyes and ears in the school and the community for you. If there's a problem with a parent, they will let you be the first ones to know. If you have paperwork or something, they'll help you meet with preparing that. You want them to be on your side to have your school run smoothly. Like I said, they're the ones that are going to be getting the phone calls from the parents or phone calls to the community, or know what's going on day in, day out. They will keep you informed if something comes up that you might have forgot. You want to make sure that, like, if they need paperwork or something you're behind on, or something that's coming up, that they're on the side there working for you, that you're just not taking, know that they're appreciated. I have to group these two together: the parents' community. The parents of your students are the ones that are in the community, for the parents to know what's going on in school and what's going on in their classes. They are important to have on board in the times you'll need them to help out with school functions. The community needs to know what's going on for school. For most towns, the school is what drives it. To have the community involved in school events that are going on. Like I said, the community is what mostly small towns, like what I've taught in, is like without the school, there's not much of the community. The school drives a lot of local events, a lot of local charities, a lot of local jobs and stuff like that. You got to keep everybody informed. You got to keep the parents informed. You got to keep the community informed. What you're trying to do, what you're trying to change, what you're trying to make as a school better. Alignment. Make sure you need to follow traditions every school and keep the alumni involved in what's going on. When I came to my school, I know alumni are so proud of it. They help with homecoming and other events. I want them to keep traditions alive and passed down to class to keep pride in our building. We need to show current standards why traditions are important to follow. It's like our homecoming traditions. There's a lot of traditions there that we will follow. We're starting a new tradition this year of Winter Royale that hopefully the new seniors and stuff, when they come 10 years down later, it's like that's where it started because of us, because of your alumni. We started this for you guys as a new tradition to carry on from so we have like a winter homecoming. I think it's very interesting, kind of like we said, we're sitting here and having these future alumni going to say this is what we help create. And like I said, creating new traditions is always nice. To have happy students ready to learn, you need to have the cooks on your side and cook them good food. Now I know that's hard today, but they can try to make it better, meeting the students every day with a smile. For some students, this is the best meal they'll get that day. If you do not have them on board, the cooks will not be welcoming for students. Like I said, every person in the building should be welcoming for students. Like I said, some of these kids' interactions with adults today are maybe all negative, except when they come to school. And some of the best people, some of the best ladies that you need to make sure you take care of are the cooks, because they're the ones that are going to make sure like everybody's going to get fed, and they might take care of you. Last school I was at, I became really good friends with the cook as being my para, did anything for her, and she took care of me more ways than one by feeding me and by making sure that if problems happen, I make sure her problems got taken care of and stuff like that, even though she was just a cook. But those are the ones you need to have on your side. Custodians are the ones that are the hardest job in school. They make sure that the school is clean and ready to go every day. If you want to welcome school, you have to have custodians do a good job. There might be times you might remind them a good job and what's important. Without them, school does not function like it was. Like I said, they make sure the classroom's clean. They make sure that the trash is taken out. They make sure that after the game, after events and stuff like that, all that stuff, you just got to make sure that they're appreciative of what they do. What they do is a hard, hands-on job that many of us take for granted. And make sure that, another thing I would make sure, like for my staff is to make sure that we make their lives easier. That we're not going to make their lives easier, that we're hurting the situation, not helping the situation. And maintenance partners will wrap it all, keep the outside the building looking and vehicles running. They're the ones that need to work on the building. It's important to make sure that they're reminded that they're important machines. Like I said, if there's something wrong with the building to fix something, they're the ones going to fix it. Vehicles, make sure you have vehicles up ready to go for you and everything like that. So this is my hierarchy of how I put people in order. If I was principal, like some of you may agree with it, some may not agree with it. Like I said, there might be some days that might change as I get into when I become a principal and stuff like that. But this is what I would start with. And some days some more might take precedent over others. But this is how I would do it. I hope all you guys a wonderful Christmas break. Had a great time learning about educational leadership with you guys, and it's been a pleasure. So have a very Merry Christmas.